So if you've been wondering how Hillbilly Healer came about in this little mind of mine, I'm going to share with you what was going on. I was at my work. My daughter decides to come by, really not planned. And she's just like, "Do you want me to pull some cards for you?" And I was like, "No." And then she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay." So we decided to use the Akashic record cards that I have. And I was like, "All right." So we do this little, pyramid that's just kind of like helping us with the energy of flow and things. And in my heart, I just felt like my mom was supposed to be present. Now, I know my mom's not the biggest about cards, because of belief systems, but she's came around a little bit around that. I believe God uses everything, and that everything, as long as you're with your belief with a God, it's all good. I need messages sometimes to help me. So, we're doing this card. Archangel Raphael is in there, and I'm like, okay, so I can feel this pain in my lung and my rib, and I can feel Archangel Raphael sitting next to me, and I'm like, okay, so he's here, and I can feel him start to pull some energy out of my lung, and it's just like pulling, and it's pulling so bad, it's like pulling me in because the pain's so severe. And I had called my mom right before this Raphael card got flipped over and asked her if she'd come over, and she did. So she wasn't here for the first few cards, but she sat down right as we did the Archer and Raphael. We were doing the part where you tap in when she got here. And so my biological father, who has passed away, he shows up in the room, which is always interesting to me when this happens. And he was just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My little bird. I'm so sorry," which is really interesting because he doesn't usually call me, he never called me his little bird. And he's like, "Please tell your mom I'm really sorry. This is an ancestral thing from my family that created this lung issue." And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting, because he was a coal mine truck driver and, come from the Holler in Louisa, Kentucky. So you're like wondering, what is that about, right? So I tell my mom, she's like, "Oh, I don't know why he calls you your little bird." I'm like, "Mom, this is a spiritual world. He can say whatever he wants." So I just focus in, and I feel this large thing release out of my lung. I take a couple of breaths, and the pain goes away, and I'm like, okay, this is really cool. And I was glad my mom was here because there was healing that needed to happen. So we do some cards for her, and it says that she should write a book. Mom has, by the way, got started on that book. And I'm like, Mom, I've always been told I should do a mini series or something because my life has had some interesting stuff. And she goes, "Well, we could be keeping up with the Kardashians or something." And I'm like, "Or we could be the Hillbilly Healers." And I just let it go. This was a couple months ago. So I let it go, and everyone just kind of laughs. And as time went, I really started feeling into this Hillbilly Healer thing. I mean, there's 4 generations alive in my family. My grandmother was definitely a healer too, so it makes 5 that are all gifted. We all see energy. We all tap in. We all do these different healing gifts, right? And I was just kind of mesmerized by the thought about that. And kind of fast forward a little bit, had to do some work around the house, got some stuff, got a little sidetracked. And then I came into the Spirit with God, and I just wrote down, let me write down everything I love to do. And of course, I wrote down, I love to look through my big chunks of rocks and find crystals and granite. And I like to feel the energy of them. They talk to me. I don't know how to explain it, but they tell me what they're here to help us heal with. So I'll get those rocks, and I'll hold them and feel that, right? And then I wrote down something else, which I can't remember now. Then I wrote down that I love feeling the energy of people's homes, even distantly. You can feel the energy of that ancestral tie, the generational ties, the spirits that are just sitting there that want to go away, the heaviness. And then I like to help people clear it out from where they are on the planet. And then I wrote down how I really love to feel people's energy. I like to connect them with their tribe. Who are your angels? Who are your spirits that are with you, that help you, and guardians, and all of this, and give messages. So then I write down another couple of things, and then I write down, I love to do this I guess reality show, Hillbilly Healers, I guess is how you would view it. Well, in this technique, I go back through and I ask a question each one, does this make me feel happy or sad, or heavy or light? And as I went through, 4 of them really stuck out, which the 4 I just told you. And then I was like, well, how do I move forward with this idea, right? A couple of days goes by, and I'm laying down in bed and tapping into God, and I'm like, "God, how would you like me to serve you best?" And I can just feel this overwhelming, beautiful spirit come over me, and God's just like, "Why aren't you sharing your story and your experiences with people to help them heal? Why aren't you making Hillbilly Healer real? And I was like, yeah, why am I not? And so this is how Hillbilly Healer came about. I am being my real self, which is really great. I do believe that when you're real and you're authentic and you're genuine and you're just talking from your heart and just talking without filters, that's the best way to help people. And I hope that you know that and you feel that with me. And I'm excited to be in your space. I'm excited to help you with understanding you can let go of things. You don't have to hold on to the BS stories you told yourself. You don't have to listen to all the ancestral stuff like, well, my mom and dad had that, so I'm going to. That's all BS, you know? You can heal your life and you can do it in practical, simplistic ways, which is all about me being the Hillbilly Healer because I'm about simplicity, being grounded. If you are not grounded, you definitely will have anxiety and depression, if you will. If you get too grounded, you can have some depression too. But there's that space though where I'm like, I am so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be here with you and sharing the Hillbilly Healer. So tell me what you think. How would it go for you if you had your mom and your daughter all in the same place, all connecting into God and all connecting to Source at one time, and then you get these amazing downloads that come from it? How does that feel to you? Would you feel excited? Would you be like, yeah, that's really amazing? I like that. Or like, wow, it's just too much to have my mama and my daughter in the same room. Because either way, you're sensitive to energy. And either way, you can help yourself change from it. So, pretty cool stuff. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Leave me some notes below. And let's check it out. Let's feel it together. Let's help heal this planet in a simple, amazing, energetic way. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.